Today, from Portland, Oregon, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Portland Lumberjacks taking on St. Louis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between our visitors and the Portland Lumberjacks. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Second and 4. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Chavez. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing is Frazier. He finds his man, complete. That's Fletcher. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Frazier. Over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Frazier staying on his feet. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
They'll run on first down. It's Carr, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Frazier.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lumberjacks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it. This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Chavez. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So now for the 2nd time already here in this quarter, on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Bulldogs are once again back in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Carr.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Frazier.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Frazier to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Frazier. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Frazier. He's going to go up top again. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Frazier. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Back to throw. Frazier. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Frazier. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Frazier on the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Frazier. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side. It's Carr. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 4th down, Frazier got his tight end. That's complete. That's Fletcher. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Back to throw. Frazier. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Up the middle they go. It's Carr. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Carr. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Dancing to his left.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds Lynch. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Frazier. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Frazier. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chavez. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Flushed out right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chavez. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head down to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. The Cards looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Saints are hanging in there in the playoff race as they jump above 500 now to 4-3 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, Frazier. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
To about the 33-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Chavez. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll set up a throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on 1st down. Frazier. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Frazier. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Frazier got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now, this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Frazier. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. Touchdown! A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Bulldogs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Off the bootleg. Frazier rolling to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Fletcher. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carr, and able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Frazier. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Frazier. Throw left side complete. That's Carr. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the bootleg. Frazier sliding out of the pocket.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Carr. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bulldogs have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, 90 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Leonard. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Leonard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now Frazier. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Frazier.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Frazier.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now the try here for the point after. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Point after here coming up. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Throwing is Frazier.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He finds his man complete. That's Leonard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, Frazier. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Portland, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.